I will not be a slave. I will not be a slave. This haunting refrain resonates throughout Toni Morrison's Beloved, a narrative steeped in memory and trauma. Seed, a woman traumatized by her past, struggles with the unyielding grasp that memory has on her existence. How does one progress when the past clings like a suffocating shroud? Morrison's work uncovers the indelible scars of slavery, urging us to confront the painful legacies that linger through generations. The aftermath of the Civil War brought a fragile promise of freedom entwined with the lingering specters of slavery. African Americans entered a world where liberation did not guarantee safety. The echoes of violence and oppression persisted, morphing into systemic injustices. In this turbulent landscape, the psychological effects of slavery shaped identities steeped in trauma. Morrison's characters navigate these complexities, where remembering becomes both a burden and a well of strength. Seed's journey embodies the struggle to reconcile with a horrifying past. Seeking refuge in a home laden with memories, she is both haunted and defined by her experiences. Each flashback is a reminder of the brutal history that informs her identity, a past that refuses silencing. In quiet moments, we witness the intergenerational impact of trauma. Denver, Seed's daughter, grapples with her own identity, caught between the shadows of her mother's memories and her aspirations for the future. Paul D., a man haunted by his journey, symbolizes the struggle faced by many who endure displacement and loss. Morrison illustrates how the past is never fully behind us, it seeps into the present, influencing choices and shaping relationships. As Seed confronts her memories, Beloved emerges as a poignant symbol of unresolved trauma. More than a ghost, she is a manifestation of Seed's pain, a reminder of the daughter lost to despair. Her presence compels the characters to confront the very memories they wish to escape, highlighting the complexity of healing after trauma. In a climactic confrontation, Seed faces the darkest corners of her memory, an act demanding courage and vulnerability. The weight of her choices unravels, leading to catharsis that reverberates throughout the narrative. In confronting her past, she uncovers the power of acceptance and potential for redemption. The path to healing is fraught with pain, yet illuminates the journey to reclaiming identity. Morrison's Beloved resonates in today's society, urging acknowledgement of our pasts. The legacies of trauma persist, and healing necessitates remembrance. As we reflect on the stories that shape our identities, we realize that the journey toward freedom is a collective endeavor, rooted in shared histories. Beloved testifies to the resilience of the human spirit, echoing that painful memory can catalyze transformation. Seed stands as a mother shaped by the scars of her past, fiercely protective of her children and haunted by memories of her brutal enslavement. Her journey begins where shadows of history loom large, especially the trauma of fleeing Sweet Home, her former plantation. In her escape, she is driven by a singular mission, to ensure her children never experience dehumanization. A striking episode encapsulates her sacrifice. As freedom looms on the horizon, Seed faces an unthinkable choice between enslavement and the ultimate sacrifice, death. The year is 1856, and the world outside her sanctuary is rife with danger. In desperation, she makes a heart-wrenching decision, the act of taking her own child's life to shield her from slavery's chains. This haunting event does not merely define her, it is a reminder of the trauma that lingers with her every breath. In a breathless moment of clarity, Seed recalls the weight of her choices. I will not let her suffer my fate, she resolves, summoning the strength to do the unthinkable. Morrison invites us into Seed's torment as the atmosphere thickens with foreboding. The sun sets ominously, casting long shadows across the room that feels more like a tomb than a home. In a split second, she becomes both the protector and the destroyer of her child's future, a paradoxical reflection of love and despair. Morrison vividly portrays Seed's internal battles, demonstrating how the past intertwines with the present, shaping her identity and relationships. Seed's home, 124 Bluestone Road, stands as a physical embodiment of her trauma, filled with memories that torment her. The spirit of her deceased daughter, Beloved, returns to haunt her, illustrating how memory can be both refuge and prison. It is within these walls, laden with sorrow, that Seed's story unfolds, a microcosm of the African American experience where ghosts of history lurk at every corner. Paul D.'s arrival ignites hope in Seed's heart, yet reopens old wounds. He, too, carries the weight of his experiences, tales of survival amid the dehumanizing realities of slavery. His journey has taken him from the brutalities of Sweet Home to a life of wandering, where each step is steeped in loss. Their relationship exemplifies how confronting the past paves the way for healing, which is often fraught with setbacks and revelations. As Seeth and Paul D navigate their shared pain, Morrison crafts a poignant narrative that reflects their struggle to reclaim a sense of belonging. The tenderness between them is underscored by the persistent shadows of their past. In the quiet moments of intimacy, we see the depth of their longing. The simple act of holding hands becomes a lifeline, a fragile connection amidst a storm of memories. Yet, Morrison does not shy away from the harsh realities of this journey. Through poetic storytelling, she unveils the cruelty present in a world of systemic racism and its psychological toll on those who endure it. Seeth's memories are not merely flashbacks, they are nightmares that disrupt her waking life, permeating her relationships with Paul D in Denver. The characters grapple with fractured identities shaped by brutality. Their struggle to reclaim their lives reveals a universal truth: to move forward, one must confront the past. As they wrestle with memories, Morrison emphasizes community's necessity in healing. Friends, neighbors, and even adversaries play crucial roles in their reconciliation with the past. The arrival of baby Suggs, Seeth's mother-in-law, serves as a turning point. Her wisdom, gleaned from years of pain and resilience, becomes a guiding light. "You gotta lay down your sword and shield," she advises, advocating for the power of love and acceptance in a world steeped in hatred and division. Healing becomes a collective endeavor, intertwining individual stories into a larger narrative. The community, while fractured by the scars of slavery, is portrayed as a tapestry, the threads of each character's experience woven together to form a shared history. Morrison illustrates that in confronting their individual traumas, the characters also confront the collective pain of their ancestors. In the tapestry of Beloved, memory emerges as a powerful force, illuminating paths to liberation. The echoes of the past serve not just as reminders of pain but also as catalysts for change. The characters' journeys inspire a quest for identity and healing, urging them and readers to grapple with history to forge a hopeful future. In this intricate memory web, characters confront their trauma, woven into the fabric of their identities. Seeth's burden reflects a collective struggle, striving to reclaim dignity from the shadows of history. The narrative reveals memory's profound impact, illustrating that confronting a painful past is essential for healing. Remembrance becomes an act of defiance, affirming existence against historical erasure. Morrison also explores identity shaped by memory. Characters' struggles with their past influence present relationships and sense of self. Seeth's desire to forget only traps her further. In seeking freedom, she builds walls around herself, isolating from connections that could lead to healing. This irony reveals memory's dual nature, both pain and potential pathway to liberation. As Beloved's figure grows stronger in the narrative, she becomes Seeth's unresolved grief and guilt's physical embodiment. Seeth's tumultuous relationship with Beloved mirrors the struggle between confronting and escaping the past. It is through this relationship that Seeth begins facing her truth, initiating a painful yet necessary reconciliation journey. Beloved's presence is a constant reminder of the choices Seeth made, representing both the love she had and the guilt that consumes her. Morrison's multifaceted exploration of memory serves as a reminder of confronting histories. Acknowledging our wounds paves the way for true healing. In this intricate tapestry, memory is a vital force, propelling individuals and communities toward brighter futures. Seeth's defining moment unfolds within the confines of her once hopeful home, now transformed into a haunting chamber filled with echoes of grief. The atmosphere is charged, thick with the weight of her choices, as she stands at the precipice of despair and determination. The walls, witnesses to her anguish, seem to lean inward, closing in as she grapples with the oppressive shadows of her memory. In this climactic scene, the room transforms into both a refuge and a prison, a space where love and trauma intertwine. In this delicate dance with her past, Morrison captures the complexity of Seeth's emotional landscape. Each heartbeat reverberates with the cries of her lost child, a phantom that refuses to fade. Seeth feels the unyielding grip of despair as she whispers to the air, I cannot let her suffer the same fate I endured. Her internal conflict swells, a tempest of maternal love battling against the haunting specter of history. It is here, at 124 Bluestone Road, that Seath confronts the implications of her choices, an act that demands her vulnerability, her truth. As she recalls her journey from Sweet Home, the plantation echoes in her mind. The harsh memories unfold like a slow-motion reel, the crack of whips, the cries of fellow slaves, the sight of her own children torn from her arms. The year 1856 looms heavy in her consciousness, each moment crystallizing her resolve. In the depths of this haunted memory, she is a warrior and a victim, locked in a struggle against the legacies of oppression that threaten to consume her. The ghost of Beloved becomes more than just an apparition, she embodies the unresolved pain that clings to Seath's spirit. With every encounter, the tension escalates. Beloved's presence is a mirror reflecting Seath's guilt and love, a poignant reminder of what was sacrificed. She is the embodiment of the choices made in desperate moments, a haunting echo that reverberates through Seath's every action. Together, they engage in a fierce battle for identity, a contest where love and guilt collide head-on. As Seath navigates this intricate web of memories, Morrison allows us glimpses into her psyche, revealing the inner workings of a mind weighed down by trauma. Seath often finds herself trapped in a loop, reliving her past as if it were an unending nightmare. Each encounter with Beloved serves as a catalyst, forcing her to confront the darkest corners of her heart. The love she yearns to give is overshadowed by the guilt that festers, making her journey one of redemption against the relentless tides of memory. Morrison's writing transcends mere narrative, it immerses readers into the emotional gravity of Seath's experiences. Her vivid depictions allow us to feel the heat of the sun that once bore witness to her flight, the chill of a home that feels more like a mausoleum, and the profound silence that hangs heavily in the air. In this silence, Morrison captures the collective pain of a community yearning for healing, encapsulating the struggle for individuality amidst shared suffering. As the layers of memory peel away, Seath emerges as a figure of resilience. She is not merely a victim, she embodies the strength of countless individuals who have faced the consequences of an oppressive past. Her confrontation with Beloved serves as a powerful reminder of the necessity of acknowledging pain, rather than burying it beneath layers of silence. Each moment of reckoning is steeped in catharsis, the release of emotions long kept at bay, offering a glimmer of hope amid despair. In these defining scenes, Morrison artfully intertwines the themes of memory and identity, demonstrating how the past shapes the present. Through Seath's confrontations, she reveals that the journey toward healing is not linear, it is a tumultuous path filled with setbacks and breakthroughs. In the act of remembering, Seath begins to reclaim her story, each memory serving as a stepping stone toward reconciliation. As the tension reaches its apex, we see Seath's transformation, her metamorphosis from a haunted mother into a woman willing to embrace her truth. This pivotal moment of confrontation with her daughter echoes throughout the narrative, leaving an indelible mark on both characters and readers alike. Seath's journey becomes a testament to the power of memory, not as a shackle, but as a tool for liberation. Morrison masterfully crafts this moment, showcasing that the act of recognition is the first step toward reclaiming agency. In Facing Beloved, Seath not only confronts her guilt but also embraces the love that propelled her to make the ultimate sacrifice. It is a moment of profound vulnerability, where the past and present intertwine, illustrating that healing requires courage, the courage to confront the ghosts that linger in our hearts. Through Seath's journey, Morrison challenges each of us to reconsider